Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, and it's Monday and it's time for another episode of my magical plant series. Today we're talking about this big guy right here, garden sage. When I first started growing this guy, it was a little tiny, little spindly little guy, and now it has grown into this massive bush, and it just got a trim. So, I mean, it's still huge and humongous. It's one of the biggest plants in my magical garden. So its Latin name is Salvia officinalis, and it's not to be confused with white sage, which is Salvia apiana. White sage is being endangered from over-harvesting, so I chose to plant garden sage instead. So its folk names are green sage, red sage, sage, and common sage or meadow sage. The element is air. It is masculine, and its element is air. Its planet is Jupiter. Expansive, as you can see that it is. It's very huge, just like Jupiter. And its magical day is Thursday. That's when it's most potent. So there's a ton of folklore attached to sage. So it has been utilized to ensure immortality by consuming some of the plant every single day. At least in the month of May, by way of the rhyme, he who would live for aye must eat sage in May. So that's kind of interesting. So, consuming a little bit of sage every day was supposed to grant immortality. Sage was carried to promote wisdom, while the leaves were used in many healing and money charms. It was sacred to the Romans, and they used it to preserve meat. And medieval monks used it to cleanse the body and to whiten the teeth. Interesting. And rubbing fresh sage leaves on warts was known to cure them. And sage was considered to flourish where women dominated the household. This gets very interesting. And if sage was abundant in the garden, the family would have only girls, right? So there's another rhyme that says, if the sagebrush thrives and grows, the master's not master, and he knows. I get a kick out of that one. So the growth of sage would indicate your social status. And there are even anecdotes telling about nervous husbands cutting back the sage bushes to avoid gossip about their ability to run the household. That tells you a lot about the patriarchy, doesn't it? I just thought that was so amusing. I live with my wife, and she and I run the household. So we have no problems growing sage. All right, on to the magical uses. So it can be used in wish magic. You would write a wish on a sage leaf, hide it under your pillow, and for 3 nights you would sleep on it. And if you dream of what you desire, your wish will manifest. If you don't, you're supposed to bury the leaf in the ground and try again the following month. So they say. So it was great for purification baths, or to burn as a purification incense, or for adding to any healing spells. And it's great to add to an evil eye ward. If that's something that you put up, it'd be great for adding that. Now on to the medicinal uses. You can use brew sage tea for sore throats and coughs. It's very good for memory and cognitive skills and to balance out the chemical imbalances in the brain. It may help lower cholesterol. And sage essential oils are antiseptic and astringent, so they're helpful for skin disorders. And I'm going to go into that when I talk about my personal uses, my personal recipes. I have a basket here that's used to treat rheumatism, excessive menstrual bleeding, and to help dry up breast milk. It's my personal uses. Now we're ready to show off some of my wonderful products here. So, obviously, the sage bundle. So, I actually learned how to make the perfect sage bundle and rosemary bundle and mugwort bundle from one of the channels that I subscribe to and very much recommend is the Green Witch here on YouTube. And it's pretty much like trussing a turkey. I will have to do a video on that, but I learned it from her, so I'm not going to take credit. So you truss it like a turkey and you get a perfect bundle. So my sage bundles, I love how green they look. You know, white sage, you lose the green altogether because it's mostly white. You know, when it's fresh, you can see a little bit of green, but when it dries, it's just white. But with garden sage or green sage, you still see that green. Beautiful. And my protection incense, I gotta smell this stuff. It's so wonderful. I wish we had smell-o-vision. It's beautiful. Lots of pretty greens in there, and sage is one of the ingredients. And it's got rosemary and mugwort in there too. And then my road opener spell powder has sage in it. I love to use this. Just put a little bit in your hand and blow it in the direction that you want the roads to open, per se. You know, I was using this just recently for a member of my family to kind of open those doors, metaphorically speaking, so they could get a loan. So, road opener powder. All of these are available on my shop. The calendula wound heal, we're talking about the antiseptic and astringent benefits. So the calendula wound heal is my best-selling salve. Lovely stuff. This helps tattoos heal. It helps dry, cracked heels and cuticles. It also helps psoriasis. One of my coven mates, Allie, my coven sister, she uses this on her psoriasis and it virtually disappears when she has flare-ups. So, lovely stuff. Her daughter says, I need this stuff that smells like flowers. Yeah, this is the jam right here. And then I also use it in my neuropathy balm. This is my newest addition. This stuff has worked wonders for my mother. It works wonders for my seizure migraines. This is good stuff for any kind of nerve pain. Awesome. Other than that, I use sage in all my purification practices. If I'm doing a simmer pot to purify any of the area, I am grabbing sage. First ingredient, I am grabbing sage. It is such a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful plant ally for just about anything, really, any use whatsoever. So, how do you use sage? What are your favorite uses and ways to apply it to your practice. I want to know. Leave your comments down in the comments below. I would really love to know. If you want to peruse my herbal products or sign up for services or classes, be sure to hit up my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com. Use the code word, all caps, veiled, and you will get free shipping. But you can also stop by the cottage, leave me a message, stop by the cottage and pick up. No tax for cash, always. And please remember, live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you next time.